In this video, we'll have a look into how to upload multipath data and how to receive that on the server side. To do that, I have created a project which is named as File Upload Multipath Data, and it is ASP.NET MVC 5 application. I'm also using Visual Studio 2017. I have created a controller. I've named it as Multipath and File Controller. The Multipath and File Controller is a normal controller. It's a ASP.NET MVC controller, inside which I have created an action result is the return value of the method called index, which of course is returning a view. I have another overload of the index method, and the index method that I have overloaded, I've marked it explicitly with action selector named as HTTP post. And this makes this particular method to be invoked when we are making a post. So let's have a breakpoint enabled, and I'm also enabling a breakpoint as part of index. Let's understand it from the sequence. I'll right click on index and go to view. So if I go to view, you could see that inside the view, I've created a simple HTML page. Even though it is CSS/HTML, the content part of it is absolutely HTML. I have not really used anything as a Razor View Engine part. So I could see that I've created a form and I've named it as form 1, and the method that it goes with is for post. And this is exactly why we are discussing this demo. It is encode type, which is marked as multipath/form data. When you mark this on the client side, that means you are trying to indicate, or rather when the packaging is done, it is supposed to have a multipath. In this case, I have file which I am uploading it. So besides, I have an order number which is of text box. So there are two parts here. One is a file and the order number. I would want to send it to the server. So that's why I've marked it as a multipath/form data. So let's execute it and see what truly happens. So when I click on it, in the route config, I've already configured this to be the startup. So therefore, the index method will be invoked. When the index method is invoked, it is supposed to return the view. It's a default template that has been used, which is already mapped to that of Bootstrap, and you have the application name and other aspects, navigation bar, which is part of the layout. Except for that, we have the order number. So let's say I'm going to type it as 1, 2, 3, 4, some order number. I have this button called choose file. I'll click on it, and that'll show me from where should I go and select a file. Let's go to d:temp, select any file, it doesn't matter. So to do that, I will simply create a text file. I'll just create it as an order form. And I would also go edit it and type in some data. I'll click on file save and close. Now that particular file that I've created, I'll select that, click on open. When I do that, now I have the file being taken for upload. I'll click on submit button, and that should do the post onto the server side. As part of ASP.NET MVC, we have a model binder. In this particular case, the file has been sent from the client to the server. We will be using a HTTP posted file based is the model binder that we will have to use, and the model binder will automatically find out if in case you have any file and map it to this particular object. So in this case, I'm receiving that particular file with the name txt file. And on the other hand, the order number. So you could see that you have the order number mapped automatically because of the name that I followed. Both of these things are absolutely the name that I had created in the client side. So let's run through the code. So if you see, I'm checking for the content length. If in case the length is greater than 0, in this case, of course it is. So I'll just click on F10, and you could see that when I press F10, it is supposed to get the path. So system.io has this path.get file name, which will give me the actual file name. So the file name is available, which I've prefixed it with the order number. So therefore the order number plus and the file name. And then I need to get the server side actual path where I could store this particular file. For that, I have created a folder which is called as order forms, which is under content folder. So you can see that I have a folder called order forms. So in the very next line, I am trying to seek for the path, which is the physical path. We do that with server.map path method invoked, and it's returning me the actual physical path. After which I need to save this particular file. The txt file itself provides you a method called a save as, and the name of the file or the path that you will have to give it along with the name of the file. In this case, I have already concatenated it. So if I simply execute it, that file must have got created. So let's see if it is created or not. Right, let's go to the order forms, right click on it, and I have an option called as open folder in file explorer. So when I click on it, you could see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 order form. And when I double click on it, of course, that's the copy of that particular file. So let's continue to terminate the program and revert back to the browser. So we had a look at how to create multi-form and how to post that particular data and receive it onto the server side.